In this show, I'll be playing your most rockin' music. Yeah, let's do it! Hello, fellow felons and revolutionaries. What's up? I am Thomas Christ, and this is You Rock, the show where I play your most rockin' music. Let's see how everybody is doing today, and who we got here. Hello to Basscar Tech. How are you doing? Hello, Mike Haggith Music. Hello, the Lillypillies. They're in a meeting right now, and they're trying to get out of it, and I'm sure we've all been there before, and we know what that's like, especially those of us who work from home. Hello, Core Team 85. Hello to Colin Stanton. Hello, Statistic. Hello, The Cookie. How are you? Welcome to the stream. Hello to Dave Fox. Hello, Tremor Bear. Hello to Lou Reality. How are you? Hello, Jerry Gomes. Hello, Michael, a.k.a. Zland. Hello, Wayek. Yeah, let's do it like Buddhists, exactly. Let's see. Hello, LithiumVandaL. Hello. Hello, Darren Anderson. Hello, one of my wonderful mods, Cy Effin, is here. How are you? Hello, Pete Johns. Great show back there. Song's coming along nicely. If you didn't catch that, Pete just did a show, and he's working on a new song, and it's pretty cool. Maybe it'll be on this show at some point. That'd be pretty cool. All right. Yeah, it's gonna be a fun show, man. We got some great music here lined up. So let's get to it. We're gonna start off with a track from LithiumVandaL, who is in the chat. So let's see what LithiumVandaL has. Always some great industrial music, which of course I love. So this track is called Necromancer, and Lithium says, "Hey Thomas, I have a new one for you tonight. This song has been in production off and on for a while now, and just finally wrapped up last weekend. It's a bit heavier than my usual. I like to describe it as a violent track. It's extremely aggressive and loud, just like my mood the past couple weeks. Anyway, I really hope you enjoy it. I hope the group enjoys it much, and much thanks for giving us artists a platform. Here's to another awesome show." Chris, thank you so much. Chris, thank you, LithiumVandaL. And if it's as you describe, and I'm sure that it will be, it's going to be pretty amazing. So, here we go. This is LithiumVandaL to kick us off on You Rock episode 21 with his track, Necromancer. Well, let me tell you something. I'm grinning from ear to ear. That's tremendous. I love that. That's really really nicely done. Really nicely done, LithiumVandaL. Wow. LithiumVandaL just keeps up in the game every week, and I'm here for it, man. That track pounds hard, and I like it. I hope I want to hear more like that, because that's great stuff. Yeah, what a banger! I mean, yeah, that's a great way to open the show, isn't it? I have to agree. Thank you, LithiumVandaL, for sending that in. Let's say hello to some other people who have come in. Try not to miss anybody. Hello to Mike Haggith. Hello, Jenny. Hello to Andy Dion. Hello, Tom Caraher, the other TC. Hello to Colin Stanton. Hello, Night Train 1988, another one of my great moderators here. Hello, Wi-Fi. Hello, Gary Hubbs. Gary Hubbs just doing a drive-by. I was gonna come up with something clever to say there, and my brain failed me, as it often does. Hello to Dominic Torregrossa, Jade Star in the house. I think everybody digging that LithiumVandaL track. So go and subscribe to LithiumVandaL. Because he's just making some tremendous music, and I'm been impressed with everything he's done, and I think this one's like going up to another level. So yeah, and that production, just holy crap. All right, cool. So thank you very much for that, LithiumVandaL. We're gonna go on to the next one, and we got another submission here from CJ. There's hello Audible Video. Got another submission from cjayho. So I'm gonna get to that one, and we'll see what CJ has for us. And I do want to say, just right off the top, CJ is coming to us from Ukraine, so my thoughts go out to him, and I hope he's well, and I hope everything stays well, because I know things are a little unsettled there at the moment. But he sends us this track called Enigmatix, and it is featuring Nikita Makaroff. And so he says, new collaboration with my friend Nikita Makaroff. As always, I recreated a track from scratch using co-author's prototype. Very cool. All right, so let's take a listen to this, and see what they've cooked up for us. So I'll bring it in here, and we'll take a listen to this track, Enigmatix, featuring Nikita Makaroff by cjayho. That was cjayho featuring Nikita Makaroff with their track Enigmatix. And I agree with everybody here. That was very chill. One thing that I noticed about that track right off the bat, panning. There's stuff going this way, there's stuff going that way. The hi-hats were over here and over there, and it gives a lot of movement and depth to the track. I noticed some of like the synth parts kind of bounce back and forth between the left and the right, so that was really cool. And you know, the drums and everything were mixed in really well. The drums had a nice punch to them, so I thought that was really excellent. Really loved that, says Jerry Gomes. Colin Stanton says nice job. Dave says sounding excellent with cans on. And definitely full room sound. Blue Reality, Dave said sounded excellent. Yeah, it had a great like ambiance. You know, the kind of space that the track sort of lives in, I think was good. So nice reverb and things like that. Really well done. Wi-Fi says that was really great. So thank you so much, CJ, and take care. And thank you very much for submitting that awesome track. Did want to say hello to some more people who have come in since we played that one. Hello to Clint Kelleher, Phantom Agents. Hello to Pagansong. I saw Pagansong in here. Hello, Chris Peasy. How are you? I think I've hello to. I think I've got everybody. Trying to. Anyway, very excellent, great track, and thanks once again for sending that in. All right, we're going to take a trip now over to our friend Weltenkinder in Germany, and he sends us this track called Modern Times. So let's find out what Modern Times is all about from Weltenkinder himself, and see what he has to say about this. So, he says about this track, older track with French artist, Day Before Us. Times are changing, humans are basically the same. I have to agree with that. Yeah, the more things change, the more they stay the same with the peoples. That's for sure. So, let me just get this copied over and paste it into YouTube, and we're going to check this one out. And, you know, Weltenkinder does lots of different styles of music, so I'm not quite sure what to expect here, but I know it'll be good. So, this is Modern Times, Weltenkinder featuring Day Before Us. So that was Weltenkinder, and Day Before Us, featuring with their track Modern Times, and that was very cool. I kind of got a very industrial vibe from this, but like the classic kind of industrial. It's something I could see a band like VNV Nation maybe doing something similar to that. I also got the sense that this could be a track produced off the grid. So it didn't really feel necessarily like there was a real rigid sort of time structure there, which made it very avant-garde and very experimental. I got a feel of that. I like that kind of synth sound that was going through it. That was really cool, and that kind of gave it a little bit of rhythm, but not too much that it kind of forced like a tight or a, you know, like it wasn't restrained into some sort of a rigid rhythmic pattern. So that was cool, and the vocals were fantastic, and the imagery was really cool in the video. Got some, it looks like some variation of War of the Worlds there. A lot of people were saying that, and some sort of like military type footage. So that was very cool. Was that percussion or gunshots? Very thought-provoking, asks Statistic. Don't know, but very, very, very cool. I was digging that a lot, actually. Just had a cool vibe to it. Like, I could almost see it being in kind of some kind of a movie or something. So yeah, very, very cool. Great video concept, Wayek says. Yeah, yep, definitely agree with that. So thanks so much, Weltenkinder. Always doing awesome stuff. Thanks for sharing that with us. I want to say hello to Dan Eckberg. Hello, Dan. Dan was playing guitar and realized that You Rock was on. So thank you for stopping in. Wanted to say hello to somebody else that came in too, I think. Hairbrush Microphone. How are you? Thank you for stopping by. All right, so we're going to go from there, and I do want to mention at this point in the show, if you want to have a track played on the show, an upcoming show next week, you can do it this way: bit.ly/urocksubmit, and you get it in there. Just fill out the simple Google form, and I'll have your song on the next show. So very cool. Thank you so much for that. And by the way, if you all these artists tonight, I put them in the description. I put the links in the description so you can check them out, support them, and also if you're digging this show, be sure to subscribe to the Thomas Christ channel, where I do this, and I also do another show where I perform my own original music, and that's on Fridays at 5:30 p.m. Eastern is the current time for that. All right, so we're gonna go on to. I think this is really an interesting collaboration that we've got here. 15th Bend and Wolfestone Studio. 15th Bend and Wolfestone Studio working together. It's kind of similar. We had a similar thing last week with Wolfestone Studio and Michel, aka Zland. This week they're working. Wolfestone Studios working with 15th Bend. So the title of this song is "Lonely Soul Tonight." It was previously released as "Rise," and so this is what they say. Hi, Tom. Here's another collaboration for you. As you know, 15th Bend produces some killer tracks. His instrumental called Rise had room for vocals. 15th Bend loves the Pink Floyd style, and so do we. We worked hard on the lyrics to fit the mood of the song, hence the new title, Lonely Soul Tonight. We hope you enjoy this. So I think this is so cool when you have these instrumental tracks, and you get to feel like, maybe I could contribute to that and add vocals to it. Don't hesitate to reach out, because you may be able to make something cool out of it, as Wolfestone Studio has done here with 15th Bend. So let's get this in the stream and get this playing. This is 15th Bend and Wolfestone Studio, Lonely Soul Tonight, here on You Rock. that was 15th Bend and Wolfestone Studio. Their collaboration on this track that was previously recorded as Rise, now Lonely Soul Tonight. And I probably played the original track on the show, but how much those vocals just added to that track, and they were excellently done, fit in perfectly with the instrumental, and I thought that was beautiful. Excellent job on that. The mixing was very nice, and Statistics said love how the drums sit in the mix. Great production and performances, and the vocals were just on point. So you could tell, very smooth. I agree. And Reality says this is a fantastic tune. Audible videos, Bendy guitar, TM. So excellent stuff. Really, really great. And I thought it was cool. And it's just so cool. Like, if you hear an instrumental track you like, as I said before, reach out to somebody and you might be able to contribute to it in a meaningful way. And they've done that here. And I think that's a cool thing. And they did the same thing last week. If you check out last week's show, they did that with Ernest Demand, the track that Michael, aka Zland, had done. So thank you so much for that. Really appreciated it. Phantom Agent said that was cool. And Wayx Rogaine smooth. I don't know about the Rogaine thing. I think he's explained it before, and I still don't understand it. But it's cool though. I like it. Cool. So we are going to go to another collaboration. This is, we've heard from these folks before, and this is truly an international type of collaboration, and I'm really digging what they've done, so I'm excited to hear this one. So this is Problem Child with their track Child of the Night, and let's see what insight they have into this one. So they say, this song tells the story of spending a night out and having fun. Well, that's that's great. Certainly a fun topic, to be sure. So let's hear this. So this is R4 Boomer Bass Meme, Fico, and Mark Wade, all on this, and they're all from different parts of the world. So I think this is really cool what these guys have been doing, creating awesome music from all around the world. So this is Child of the Night by Problem Child. There we go. That was Problem Child with Child of the Night. Man, so this is for Problem Child. This is their every bad boy has a soft side moment. And I say that it comes from this Monster Ballads compilation that they used to have a commercial for. And it's every bad boy has a soft side, and there was all these, all these great ballads. And, every band you gotta have one. And so there it is. Cause they've had some like real, heavy, like faster tracks. So now this is their every bad boy has a soft side. Every Problem Child has a soft side. And, so there you go. Fico killing it on guitar. Yeah, that was an epic solo there at the end. And the video was really well done. Just the logistics of coordinating all this. Because you got folks in this band from Korea. You've got folks in this band from parts of, Fico's from Croatia. You got people from California all coming together and doing these videos. It's got to be a little bit tricky to coordinate all this. And, of course, the time zone issues are always a problem. But they managed to get past all that. And, one of the hardest things for any band is the slow stuff and keeping it together with those slower tempos. And they do a pretty good job of doing that there in this track. And the vocals were really well done. I like the vocal effects that were used there. I think they worked really well, kind of gave it a big sound to the vocals. So, yeah, really awesome. And thanks so much for sending that one in. Problem Child. Very, very awesome. So let's go to our next one. So now, yeah, Andy Dion says worldwide collabs, one of the best parts of the internet. And Dan Ekberg says, especially if you're into 80s hair metal, you need that power ballad. Yeah, that's what it's all about. But even the 90s bands, they had the ballads too, you know? And I think even more recent bands, a lot of them still do that. Some don't, but many do. I think it's good. It gives a change of pace, you know, because I can see an album coming together with the songs that they've released, and you need a break in the album, just a different feel and something to change things up a little bit, and so that's good. Plus, I hear the chicks dig the ballads. I don't know. maybe I don't know if that's true or not. So, you know, maybe. Anyway. So we're going to head on over to Sweden, and there's a fellow in Sweden named Markus Kinell, and he's got this track for us, AMALTHEA. So let's see what, let's take a look and see what Markus wants us to know about this track. There it is. Okay. So Markus Kinell, AMALTHEA, he says, hi there, here comes this week's instrumental rock tune. Rock on, folks. I like it. So we're going to take a lick. We're going to take a lick. What am I even saying? Oh my God, I need to get it together. No, we're going to take a look and listen at this, this track. I don't know. Yeah, let's play the song. Probably would be best. This is AMALTHEA from Markus Kinell. How about that? Markus Kinell with AMALTHEA. And first of all, he's got that like 80s guitar solo kind of sound down pat. Whatever school they went to teach 80s guitar solos, he was there, and he was probably an A+ student. Because he's got that just mastered. Those and even those little like harmonics and stuff that I don't even pretend to understand how you go about doing that. But but he does it. And so that was a hell of a sound. The guitar tones and just the power of that whole thing, I thought was awesome. And drums, of course, went really well with it. And it just kind of it's just a short kind of punch to the face. So I liked it a lot. Super clean playing. Says Statistic and LithiumVandaL. That's a wow from Colin Stanton. Phantom Agent says that was a great instrumental. We're getting the horns. Yeah, get the horns for that. It's just a great job on that track. Definitely. That's the guitar tone you aspire to. It can be done. I'm pretty sure he does work in GarageBand. So yeah, that just goes to show the quality you can get. When you, I think the key is to know what you're doing, and he certainly does. So I'm a fan of that. I thought that was fantastic. Great job, Markus Kinell. So go check out Markus Kinell if you haven't done that. I'm not sure what you're waiting for. Because if you want some good metal instrumentals, he's your guy for sure. All right, we're gonna go to somebody else who does some rockin' stuff, and that is our good friend Statistic. And so I actually asked him to send this one in because I had seen this on YML a while back, and I really dug it. So I asked him to send this one in, and he kindly did. I'll also say that I have some inside information that Statistic has a new album coming out in early February, and it's going to be called Echoes, and it's really gonna be some good stuff. So stay tuned for that. Of course, we'll let you know here on the channel where you can get that when it's available. But for right now, we're gonna play this track, All in My Head. He says, I went to bed one night thinking of writing a song about someone who lived their whole life through a dream while in a coma. When I woke up the next morning, I wrote the lyrics and started recording. The song was pretty much finished at the end of the day. So I can tell you I've seen this video, and it is a heck of a video and heck of a track. So let's get this one going for us and take a listen to All in My Head by Statistic.
Reach out,
Fuck yeah, Statistic. All in my head. Holy shit. Yeah, I had forgotten how much that rocked. Man, that just kicks some serious ass. I don't know what else to say. That first of all, the song, it's just like it's perfectly done. Like if I put on like I don't know, it kind of reminds me a little bit of the vocals, especially remind me a little bit of Jay Gordon. Especially if you would listen to their album Punk Static Paranoia, where they went to more of a new metal rock sound. I think it's got that, and I really love that album. So it's definitely in that kind of a vein. But it's very, very heavy, and vocals are just perfectly done, and the guitar sound is just perfect. And man, that's a banger. That's a fucking banger. That's all I can say. And it probably would have been the halftime headbang today if it wasn't for a special track that I have that that's a bit self-indulgent, admittedly, but yeah, it's definitely headbang worthy. Let's put it that way. My kind of rock track for sure. Korn meets Tool with a bit of Drowning Pool. Fuck, that was incredible, says Mike Haggith. By the way, hello, Mike Haggith. I don't know if I said hello to you earlier or not. And Clayton Von Clues just says bang. Yeah, that's it. So yeah, that was the track. I know, like, I heard that on probably was the track that made me subscribe to Statistic, because I heard it on YML and I was like, holy shit, this is amazing. Statistic says, I've always been inspired by Jay Gordon. Thanks, guys. I very much appreciate the kind words. Well, I appreciate you sending that track in to us and letting us play that on here and enjoy that one, because holy shit. And I got the inside info here. LithiumVandaL might collab with Statistic in the future, so that's cool. That'll be some shit, man. Yeah, I could definitely see that. I think that would be amazing, actually. So thank you once again. And so Statistic has informed us here in the stream that the album's going to be out in 36 hours. So I'll tell you what I'll do. Statistic, if you could just you know how to get in touch with me. If you could give me the where to get that at, like a song whip link or whatever. And what I'll do is I'll put it on the community tab, because I have one of those, and it's a good way to for me to share info with you all in between shows. So what I'll do is I'll put that on the in the community tab, so you can go and pick that new album up, because I know you're going to want to get your hands on that one for sure. So thank you once again, Statistic. Man, you gotta subscribe to Statistic. Holy shit, that's some epic stuff. All right, we're gonna go to a track from we haven't heard from R Times 2 in a while, and R Times 2 has a new one for us, Sleepless, Hauntings. So let's see what this one is going to be about. R Times 2, of course, does some really cool stuff, and so I'm glad to hear from R Times 2 once again. And so the title of the track is Sleepless Hauntings, and he says, hello, Thomas. I've always loved the spoken word, trippy songs from back in the day. Also a huge fan of space exploration, and the Hubble Space Telescope provided some incredible images from our universe. Why not combine the two? Everything recorded in GarageBand on my iPad and mastered in Grand Finale. Thanks for playing the tune, Rudy. So R Times 2 has got this new track here, and it sounds very cool. Of course, got the idea there to combine some images of space exploration, Hubble telescope. So that should go really well, I think, with this music. So here we go. This is R Times 2 with Sleepless Hauntings. R times 2 with Sleepless Hauntings. Time is an illusion. So, that's that was fantastic. I think the whole thing kind of works in terms of what you're trying to do, creating that spacey vibe and that chirpy vibe, which I like as well. I'm a fan of that also. I definitely think that was really well done, and it's good to hear from you again. So hopefully R times 2 sounds like he's doing pretty well and making some cool stuff once again. So that's always great to hear. I know it's tough, man. It's tough to find the time to do what you want to do, but if you can, that's always the best, you know. When you can find those few moments to be able to do some creative stuff. It's trippy and fun, says Neutrality. Pagansong said the vocals are out of this world. I see what you did there, Pagansong. And LithiumVandaL says, reminded me of the band Slow Dive. So cool. So that's awesome. Thank you so much. R times 2. Hope to hear some more from you very soon. Speaking of Pagansong, we have a Pagansong track. So let's go to that now. This one's called The Temple of Inanna. So let's see what the Temple of Inanna is. Let me find it here. There we go. There we are. Okay. So, Pagansong says, original composition using Middle Eastern and ancient instruments native to the area of Mesopotamia. Inanna was the goddess of love, war, beauty, and ruler of the ancient city Babylon. I like to pretend this might be what was heard in her temples during that time. That's so cool. Yeah, because, you know, we don't know a lot about music from those times and what kind of music was played back then, but you know, we can take a guess. We do know some things about instruments from that time period and things, so maybe Pagansong has a little insight into some music from ancient times, but brought to us in modern times here. So this is the Sacred Temple of Inanna by Pagansong. So that was Pagansong with the Temple of Inanna. That was super cool. So I've been a big fan, since Pagansong's been submitting to the channel. I've been a big fan of the sound design element of what Pagansong does, and I think done really well here in this track. It just kind of transports you to a different time, a different place. I want to hear this performed live, like right inside like the entrance to like the Sphinx or something. I think that would be cool. Just imagine that, like right outside the Sphinx, like right by its paw or something, and just set up all the equipment and stuff and perform. Man, that would be something else. But I could definitely hear this on like one of those TV shows where they go back like on the History Channel or something and talk about what was going on in ancient Egypt and stuff. I could definitely hear that. Or certainly like in a movie or video game. Absolutely. Yeah, the percussion is great. All that percussion that was going on. Many, many layers of percussion, which is very cool. And Pagansong says has a lot of background in Middle Eastern music. That's so cool, because that's different. This is a little different than the usual fare that we get. So I really like that. I think that's great. So I've noticed this kind of new like that kind of Middle Eastern Egyptian sort of vibe that's been happening with some of these newer tracks from Pagansong, and I just think it's super cool. Mysteries and Secrets of the Unexplained, yeah. And Lillypillies has a playlist for Divine Feminine Dance Group, and this is going on, and I think it would be a great track for that. Absolutely. Hello, Omni Collective Creativity. Hope you are well today. All right, so thank you very much for sending that in, Pagansong. Please keep us updated with any new material that you produce, so we can take a listen to it. So we're going to do something, I kind of alluded to it a little earlier. We're going to do something a little out of the ordinary, slightly out of the ordinary, with the halftime headbang. And because, if you've been paying attention to some of the information I've put out on Facebook and on the community tab this week, you may be aware that I have worked together on a track with Kev Hart of Metal Shack. So Metal Shack and Thomas Christ coming together a little bit. So let me give you a little bit of background on this. So what had happened is Kev, he produces just a ton of material, and it seems like every track just gets better from the one before. And he sends me this track, and it's already awesome. I was already digging. Like he could have just put it out the way it was. It was that good. But he's like, see what you can do with this if you can add some electronic stuff to it. And I'm like, all right, cool. So I took it and I brought it into Logic, and I spent probably the better part of an afternoon and evening making samples of both of two televangelists. So one of them is a guy named Richard Roberts, who if you've watched any of Richard Roberts, you would know that he is the son of Oral Roberts. And yes, his father's name is Oral. And we can laugh at that. But anyway, so his whole shtick is that he sits there and he tells people, he just thinks of random ailments, and he says, like, oh, I see somebody with a problem with their knee. You're being healed right now in the power of Jesus. And so he does that whole thing. I see somebody with a growth on your ear, and that growth is being healed right now in the name of Jesus. So he does this whole thing. And I always found it greatly entertaining, if nothing else. So that's one. And then the other one is, of course, Lil KC, the great Reverend Kenneth Copeland, who has been making the rounds on the internet lately. And this was from his famous sermon, which you may have seen in other places. So So he had his famous sermon where he claimed to breathe and heal COVID-19. He destroyed COVID-19. But I didn't use that part of it. I used other parts of it. But you could just literally take anything from Kenneth Copeland and sample it, and it's going to be weird and amazing. Hey, Brad Example, welcome to the show. So anyway, so that's what I did. And then I added also some synth bass in some parts of the song that I thought that would add to. So I sent that back to Kev, and he remixed it again. And LithiumVandaL said that guy is such a fraud. They all are. Kenneth Copeland looks like a demon. Like, if you've ever seen this guy, and he's of course famously bought all these planes and stuff. So he said that he had to buy planes because there's too many demons in the regular planes or something. I don't know. The guy's nuts, but he's very, very sampleable. So I took samples from both of those guys, and I made a whole sample set in with the multi-sampler in Logic, and I added some to this Kev Hart track. So I got to work together with Kev Hart, which is of course a great honor because you know how fantastic Kev Hart is. So without further ado, I am going to play that track for you now. So let me get that link selected so I can copy and paste it, and we'll check this out. Yeah, there's not really like a video per se, but it's a pretty cool image that Kev made for this, and so hope you enjoy this one. I'm proud of the way this turned out. This is Metal Shack, Kev Hart, and myself on this track, The Healer. So there you go. That's the track that I got to co-produce with Metal Shack, and I'm very proud of the way that turned out. And of course, I had great material to start with at first, and I thought just added some synth bass to it. I thought that added a little bit of fullness to it and depth to it, and then I also added I had forgotten about it, but I added a little bit of a synth lead also on the chorus, and then the samples. So there you go. A little self-indulgent today, but I definitely thought it's made sense to play that there. Heck punches himself in the face. Don't do that. Tremor Bears just says fire. Phantom Agent says, yeah, very cool, guys. LithiumVandaL says awesome. And Audible Video says, thanks to your intro, the song makes much more sense. Statistics says, fuck yeah, dude, that was amazing. And so thank you so much, everybody. And I'm sure that the Kev feels the same way. Really appreciate all of your support, and who knows, there may be more like this to come. Who's to say? We'll see what the future brings. But and LithiumVandaL says, Copeland said that if Jesus was alive today, he would use a 747 to travel and preach the Gospels. That's why he has one. Yeah, I'm sure Jesus would have been all about the plane, airplanes, and that seems very in tune with the message of Jesus Christ, right? You know, with he loved wealth and all that stuff, and mansions and planes, and I don't know, it's craziness, but thank goodness for these people, because we have people to sample, and so I'm thankful for that. They always have amazing stuff. On the Collective Creativity asks, do you collab using WAV files or iCloud Drive real-time collaboration with DAWs or Dropbox to share WAV files? So the way it usually works is Kev likes to use Dropbox, so he sends stuff to me with the Dropbox link, and then I bring it into my DAW. He uses GarageBand on iOS. I use Logic on Mac. And then I send it back to him because I use Google Drive, so I send it back to him with the Google Drive. But all of them they provide a great service and a great option. You can even use the iCloud Drive to send files in much the same way. I've done that before. It's a little more complicated. I don't always like the way that iCloud Drive handles things, but yeah, I mean any way that any sharing. File sharing type of upload and download service will work for those kind of things. And just make sure that if you're using a GarageBand project that from the iOS version of GarageBand, that you put it in a zip file, because if you don't put it in a zip file, you upload it to Google Drive, or you upload it to maybe even iCloud Drive, I'm not sure, but certainly Google Drive or Dropbox or something. What will happen is it will corrupt the file. So you put it in a zip file, so you just compress it and then send it, it'll be fine. So that's a little tip for those of you that are using GarageBand on iOS. Make sure to zip up those project files. So yeah. You're welcome. So very cool. All right, so we're gonna go to our good friend Russ8889. He's got a new track out, and this one's called Spider Rise. So I'm excited to see what this one is all about. I haven't seen it yet, but I know, because it's Russ, it's gonna be amazing. So he says, hello, Tom. Well, this is a track dedicated to a sound designer for iOS apps, Spider Ice Midas, using some of his sounds from the Sunriser app, and knowing his two styles of music he enjoys, I glued them together to bring this track, and as is often the case, mastered by Jade Star. Thanks to my friend, and back to London next week. You can have your snow, Russ. So Russ is done with the snow, folks. And I'm following close behind him in that department. Of course, he's been hanging out up there in Buffalo, so it's a little worse there than it is here in Pittsburgh. But it's been pretty bad. We were lucky the first part of winter, but it's making up for lost time now, and it's just been puking snow the past week or so. I think there's more on the way for Friday too. So yay, more snow to shovel and more inconveniences. But anyway, such is life in the northeastern United States. Anyway, so yeah, I'd definitely take London and the fog and rain over this any day. But here we go. This is Spider Rise from Russ8889. That was Russ8889 with his track Spider Rise. So I said it was a mashup of two genres, and I can definitely tell what one of them is. I'm pretty sure that one of them is drum and bass, because that's got that great, like, those really fast kind of like jungle drum and bass rhythms, and I really like that. I like those kind of drums. I really like, and so I'm not sure what the other one is. It may be like some like chill wave or something like that. But I definitely picked out the drum and bass for sure. That was a really cool track. And yeah, the video was cool also. Of course, the spider there looked like some variety of widow. Maybe a black widow or maybe a brown widow. They have those down in Australia for the Lillypillies that are here. And maybe, I don't know if Pete's still around, but they definitely have the brown widows there. We have the black widows up here with the hourglass. And you definitely want to stay away from those spiders because they're nasty little things. But usually you won't run into them unless you're really looking for them. But anyway, yeah, that was an amazing job. I wonder if there was some Vivim Junior app used in the video part of that for the visualizations. Certainly could be. By the way, hello to Patrick Chandler. Hello. Hope you're doing well. Hope you and Sean are both doing well. Blue Reality says cures arachnophobia. Clayton says, lol, I'm arachnophobic. But yeah, so that maybe if you're arachnophobic, you might want to avert your eyes at portions of that video. But the track is awesome. I will say that. So yeah, great stuff. And so he made this track in dedication to Spider Ice Midas. And if you use many of the iOS synth apps, Spider Ice Midas has some great patches available for a lot of different synths. So definitely check out his stuff because it's very cool and it was used in that track. So thanks Russ8889. Always glad to hear music from you and the new stuff that you're doing. Hello, Gino Therese. Says he'll be in and out working right now. Awesome. Well, hopefully we can provide you some good tunes to listen to while you work. So next we are going to go to Michael, aka Zland. I know he was around here earlier. He sends us this track called Awakening. So let's take a look and see what's going on in this track. So Michael says about Awakening, I must be in a dance tune phase of my creative renaissance. Had fun creating the video. So maybe we're going to stick with some of these techno dance vibes, but we'll see here. Michael, aka Zland, of course, you know, he does all manner of styles. He's been doing a lot of rock stuff lately, which I've been happy to see. But let's see what we got here with this track, Awakening by Michael, aka Zland.
saw the sun. We saw the sky.
I don't know if you got that at the end. All rights have been smashed into pieces. I like that. Anyway, that was Michael, aka Zland, with his track "Awakening." And that was a great dance track. Reminded me a little bit of some like Mr. Oizo or something. It's kind of got that kind of vibe going on. There's some cool transition sound effects and stuff that were happening in there. Great beat to it. Definitely very danceable. And those aliens and those skeletons were certainly enjoying the tune and dancing to it. Really cool work on the video. Michael's videos have been really going up and up and up in quality. And I think this is another leap. So, man, just really, really impressive stuff that Michael does really well there. Patrick says, groove and beat here for sure. Let's see what else people are saying. Yeah, another great tune from Dominic Torregrossa. Says, Clayton says kind of like house bass. And Audible says, Zland motion captured those skeletons and Alien. Cool. And LithiumVandaL, yeah, Mr. Oizo, do you know the video with the puppet dancing? Yes, exactly. That's what I'm talking about. Flat Beat, it's called. One of my favorite techno tracks of probably the 1990s. I used to watch the show. I don't know if anybody else watched it. It was called AMP. It was on late at night, and it was on MTV, and they played all just techno music videos. And I would just constantly be amazed at that stuff. It was very, like, people were saying hypnotic about Michael's video. Those videos were very hypnotic in their style, and I kind of like them. They're good stuff to watch late at night. Yes, old school, absolutely. And Gore Team says music video gold. That was absolutely. LithiumVandaL says that's where I first heard Aphex Twin. Oh yeah, man. Who doesn't? I want your soul. That was such a great video. And then of course there was like window liquor and stuff like that. Fantastic. I wonder what is Richard D. James up to these days anyway. haven't heard anything new from him. I wonder if he's still making music. 'Cause he's made some pretty out there stuff. He flirted with more mainstream there with that Come to Daddy, but usually his stuff's a lot weirder than that. Anyway, thank you so much, Michael, aka Zland. Really cool, awesome track. All right, we are going to go now to this is from Gortium85, but this is his side project, Pseudo. He's got a track called Net Neutrality. So we're going to hear about some net neutrality. Still an important issue to tackle these days. And let's see what he's got to say about that one. So he says, this was the first pseudoscience track I ever recorded. Net neutrality was a hot topic at the time. I'd say it's still a hot topic even now. You don't hear about it as much because there's so much other crazy shit going on in the world. But net neutrality and internet access is a very important issue. So let's take a look at this one. Here we go. This is Net Neutrality by Pseudoscience.
www.this and www.that. Let's www.explain it.
Dictionary.
Isn't that for techno geeks with spreadsheets?
Call now for 10 free hours of America Online and get instant access to the worlds of sports, finance, computing, and entertainment.
Come on. Yeah.
You've got mail.
And I hope that it'll be compelling enough to draw people toward it. I feel that it will be. But it will emerge from my dialogue with the American people. I've traveled to every part of this country during the last 6 years. During my service in the United States Congress, I took the initiative in creating the Internet.
There have always been forces to try to control the Internet. When you're government of a country, it's very tempting to want to govern the internet within your country. Trouble is, it doesn't work because the internet is not a thing of countries. You can put in barriers, you can put in firewalls, but as you do that, suddenly your country, your people, your entrepreneurs, your teachers have all lost their voice.
So that was Pseudoscience with Net Neutrality. That was some retro computer stuff. Very cool. Now, I got very excited when I heard some samples in this song because I definitely heard samples in this song from the Yamaha DJX keyboard. Gortium85, do you have, or did you have, a Yamaha DJX keyboard? I've got one. I'm looking at it. It's right over there. One of my all-time favorite keyboards and synthesizers. That's got some crazy sounds. So I not only have the Yamaha DJX keyboard, I also have a full bank of the samples that I've got somewhere on the internet at some point. I have all the samples from it too, because yeah, I'm a big fan of the Yamaha DJX keyboard. So if you got one of those, I'm really excited about that. That's so cool. I thought I was the only one that knew about the DJX keyboard. It's like the greatest secret. Lou Reality says I need to break out some dues and play Leisure Suit Larry. Yeah, that was a cool old school game. Pagansong, love the dial-up sounds. And And what did Pete John say here? Leisure Suit Larry was my jam before I knew what 90% of the references were. I miss screensavers. He says, I do not. It was a Yamaha PSR 172. Billiam has a DJX, though. Oh, cool. Very, very cool. But, so, there's probably some when they came out with those keyboards, they would put out different models and stuff, but they would all have similar sounds. So I bet that's where some of those things, because I recognize that come on, that like sultry voice, and some of those scratching samples sounded like DJX samples, but they're probably just like using the same motherboard or something. Anyway, either way, very, very cool. Yeah, some sound banks carried on. Exactly. Lillypillies found a floppy disk the other day. How cool. All right, so I saw Mike Haggith said he was going to be heading out, so I'm going to get to... I'm going to move him up in the list and play his song now, so he can hear it before he goes. Let's take a look at this one from Mike Haggith called MorningStar, and let's see what Mike had to say about this one. Let's see, there we go. So he says, hey, Thomas and friends, MorningStar was one of the advanced singles from my 2020 full-length album, If Ever Comes the Day, and has since become my most streamed track of all time, unless the nature of the times has surpassed it. I've yet to check the metrics. The subject matter of the track is largely up to the listener's personal interpretation, but what I can tell you is it's been so well received that I named my personal record label after it. Wow. I hope you enjoy, and if you do, please consider listening to the entire album in sequence to really get the full picture and context. Very cool. All right, let's get this into the browser, and we'll take a listen to this track from Mike Haggith. This is MorningStar here on You Rock.
I should have met you in the summer. I could have been your souvenir. And I've always thought it quite the bummer when you two don't come in clear. I think I met you in the daytime while we were clinging to our youth. It's in the middle of the night, things are hardly black and white when the lies become the truth. I guess I really miss the way that you call my name. Oh no, never quite did it just the same. You'll never be alone, I'll always be your friend. I need you, and I need you. We used to go down to the river, well, we were talking on and on. We would slip into the park just a little after dark when the magic was gone. I guess I really miss the wind blowing through your hair. Oh, why'd you disappear when the laugh was there? You'll never be alone, I'll always be your friend. Oh baby, I need you, I need you. And I sit alone watching the phone. I feel the light started shining through, and I don't know why I sit and cry, faced with the prospect of losing you. You know it's time to go, and you need to know that I've been happier to see it through. And it's such a shame we play this game. Oh, is this something that I've got to do? I guess I really miss the way that you call my name. Oh no, never quite did it just the same. You'll never be alone, I'll always be your friend. I guess I really miss the wind blowing through your hair. Oh, why'd you disappear when the love was there? You'll never be alone, I'll always be your friend. And as I look up to the moon and the sun and the stars, I give up everything, know just where you are. You'll never be alone, I'll be there to the end. Oh baby, I need you, I need you, I need you, I need you.
What an epic song there by Mike Haggith, MorningStar. Wow. So Mike, I really like the orchestral elements in that one, the strings that kind of punctuate the chords. That was really cool. And of course the vocals, really, really well done. And it just kind of had a nice rockin' vibe to it. Let's see what folks are saying. He said this is the first one I ever made in GarageBand iOS. Wow. So yeah, another excellent track made in GarageBand iOS. So you really can do quite a lot with that software if you know what you're doing, and Mike certainly does. Cool voice, says Clayton Von Kluge. Reality said, love that little growl. Yeah, very nice. Very, very nicely done. So if you haven't heard the whole album, go check out the album. Very, very cool. All right, cool. So thank you for that. Have a good night, Dominic. Yeah, thank you. All right. Excellent. Cool. We're going to hear... So I'm going to go back. I got to get back to where I was. We're going to go to a track from Wi-Fi and see what Wi-Fi has for us. So this is a track called Bang Bang, and let's take a listen and a look at this. All right. Let me get this. Let's take a look and see what Wi-Fi has to say about this track here. Wi-Fi says, Rap-Fi is back at it again with a hip-hop sound to make your sneakers squeak. Join Wi-Fi's alter ego as he flows over a chill beat. If you're a fan of basketball, then this one is for you. Please sit back, tie up those laces, and enjoy Bang Bang. All right. Yeah, basketball is not my main sport. I have watched some basketball. I'm more of a hockey and football guy, but take a listen and check out what Rap-Fi has for us here. So this is Bang Bang by Wi-Fi.
Bang bang. 1 8 2 7 3 6 4 5. Bang bang. Green double OT.5 on the clock. Hey. Bang bang gang gang. 28 feet with the step back buzzer beater. 3-1 deficit. Championship DNA. Game 7 1 shot. Got a double, make the pass to MVP. Malone in the posty fade away. Me mug cookies with the fast break. Post up shimmy in the fade fade. One and then a 1-on-1 go number 1-8. Bang bang. Green double OT.5 on the clock. Hey. Bang bang gang gang. 28 feet with the step back buzzer beater. 3-1 deficit. Championship DNA. Game 7 1 shot. Rather double, make the pass to MVP. 1 8 2 7 3 6 4 5. One and done a 1-on-1 go number 1-8. 1 8 2 7 3 6 4 5. down, I wanna one, go number one, ay. Malone in the posty, fade away. Me, my cookies with the fast bread. Post up, shimmy in the baby. Wanna down, I wanna one, go number one, ay. Bang, bang, green, double OT, 0.5 on the clock, ay. Bang, bang, gang, gang. 28 feet with the step back buzzer beater. 3-1 deficit. Championship DNA. Game 7, one shot. Rather double, make the pass, do it MVP. 1, 8, 2, 7, 3, 6, 4, 5. Wanna done, I wanna one, go number one, 8. 1, 8, 2, 7, 3, 6, 4, 5. Wanna done, I wanna one, go number one, 8. Bang, bang.
Hey, that was Wi-Fi with his track Bang Bang. And yeah, that was very cool. Yeah, he just kind of like the Lillypillies say here, a bit like Prince, can do anything. And Statistics says great mix on this. I could listen to a whole album of this. Yeah, but I've heard Wi-Fi go from metal to rap to R&B to kind of like indie rock sounds. Yeah, he just kind of does all the things. Dan Eckberg says cool, and Clayton Von Kluge likes Patrick Chandler says nice track, Wi-Fi. Yeah, that was very cool. So thank you so much for sending that in, Wi-Fi. Always great to hear from you. All right, so I know the Lillypillies have been patiently waiting here in the stream, and we got a new one from them. So let's head down under and check out this one. Wake Me Up in a Few Years' Time. Let's see what they had to say in regards to this track. So they said here, hi, mate. This is our first single for 2022, available on all streaming platforms. It's a song that almost didn't happen. It was written 5 months ago and sat there for a while until the guitars gave the song the edge the song needed. The video was a lot of fun to make. Hope you like it. All right. So let's take a listen to. So this Mac has been doing this thing where it when you select something, it automatically pops up with the thing. And I'd rather just use my right click to do it. So I don't know why it's been doing that, but it's kind of annoying and it doesn't always work right. So yeah. Anyway, the joys and sorrows of owning a Mac, mostly joys. I do like the Mac, so don't want to talk too much about it, but I don't know why it does that. So anyway, this is Wake Me Up in a Few Years' Time by the Lillypillies' first single of 2022.
I heard an early warning only yesterday. I was starting over and not being afraid. I don't wanna lose you, I guess it's true, and I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm coming to. So I might as well just take my time. Can I pause the madness in my life? So take me with you when we know the time is right, to another place we're leaving this behind. Take me with you when you're on the other side. Wake me up in a few years' time. Where you go, I'll go. Where you don't, I won't. Where you go, I'll go. Where you don't, I won't. When the season changes, I I know it's time to breathe a little deeper. Today is mine, but time waits for no one to get on board. And I know the paranoia of being unsure, so I might as well just take my time. Can I pause the madness in my life? So take me with you when we know the time is right, to another place where leaving is behind. Take me with you when you're on the other side. Wake me up in a few years' time. Where you go, I'll go. Where you don't, I won't. Where you go, I'll go. Where you don't, I won't. Hey, now I'm gonna make it shine. Wake me up in a few years' time. Hey, now I'm gonna make it shine. Wake me up in a few years' time. Take me with you when we know the time is right, to another place where leaving is behind. Take me with you when we're on the other side, and wake me up in a few years' time. Where you go, I'll go. Where you don't, I won't. Where you go, I'll go. Where you don't, I won't. Hey, now I'm gonna make it shine. Wake me up in a few years' time. Hey, now I'm gonna make it shine. Wake me up in a few years' time.
Damn. That's a bop from our friends from Australia, the Lillypillies. Great stuff. Man, so I guess, did you do all the filming and stuff for that? Because holy crap, that's some pro level video work there. I would have thought it was stock footage, but you're in it. So it can't be. Man, and the song, the song rocks. But you've come to expect that from the Lillypillies for sure. And of course you got the beautiful Australian scenery. No, not all of the filming. Well, you did some of it anyway. Man, it was fantastic though. Fantastic job on that. It's just a kind of a sing along, clap along kind of a song. I could definitely hear that being played on the radio, and it should be. If the radio actually played good music, they'd be playing that. So I don't know. Definitely check out the Lillypillies and all the stuff that they've been doing, because it's pretty fantastic. That's for sure. And I like the little the keyboard and everything. That was great. Great stuff. All right, very cool. So we got some more tracks left to go here. So we're gonna go now. We're gonna go check out a new one from. I don't know if this is new or not, but I'm already intrigued by the title. So HappyRon has sent a track in, and the title of this track is Dickless Wonder. Dickless Wonder from HappyRon. Let's see what this track is about. Sure, it's got a very interesting background story to it. So let's take a look and see. So this is what he says. So it is old school HappyRon. In 1999, a woman came to me and said, "I really like your friend, but why doesn't he make a move? Why is he such a dickless wonder?" And then I wrote this song. So that's really cool. And he's gonna let us play the whole song here. So let's take a look. This may be a little bit of a different side of HappyRon. So I'm kind of excited to hear this one. And certainly with a title like that, it's certainly gonna be cool. You know it is. Let me get rid of this autoplay on SoundCloud here, and we'll take a listen to Dickless Wonder by HappyRon.
She turns to you when she needs a friend. She turns to you when she's hurt by real men. But you can do more, you know that you could. Yes, you can do more, and you should. Are you gonna be the one to show her some thunder? Or are you just another dickless wonder? You gonna seal that deal or pull a blunder and forever be known as a dickless wonder? She turns to you when life gets her down. She turns to you, but are you just her clown? But she really wants more, you know that she does. She really wants more, it's what she loves. Are you gonna be the one to show her some thunder? Or are you just another dickless wonder? You gonna seal that deal or pull a blunder and forever be known as a dickless wonder? She turns to you when life don't go her way. She turns to you, I think she thinks you're gay. But you need to do more, you know that you do. You need to do more or you're through. Are you gonna be the one to show her some thunder? Or are you just another dickless wonder? You gonna seal that deal or pull a blunder and forever be known as a dickless wonder? Seal that deal or pull a blunder and forever be known as a dickless wonder. Dickless. Without dick.
Oh man, HappyRon. Yeah, that's one to bookmark, Chris, for sure. That's again, it's the side of HappyRon that I haven't seen before, but I like it. It's more of a more bluesy kind of rock track than what HappyRon usually does, and of course the subject matter is hilarious. So we really appreciate that. Man, that's some cool stuff. You might not hear that one over on the YML. I don't know. Maybe. That may be borderline. Pete can probably shed some light on that. But by the way, it's a different Ron. This is Ron, HappyRon. Ron Ward is the Ron Ready guy that he does the Homegrown Indie Live show. So I just want to clear that up. It's not that Ron. It's the other Ron. We have a lot of Rons around. But yeah, this is amazing stuff. Really, really, really great. Lou Reality says it's a serious ab workout laugh track with a hard groove. Yeah, totally. For sure. Absolutely great stuff. It would get on to Ron. Yeah, Ron Ward would definitely play that, and of course I would. Yeah, it was just being a Ronless wonder. Okay, yeah. Very cool. Thank you so much, HappyRon, for sending that one in. All right, we got some Phantom Agents coming up still. Yeah, Pagansong, can't wait to share that one. We got Phantom Agents coming up next. We got some No Arrow, maybe. We got some Gregory O'Sullivan. We got some Colin Stanton. We've got Clayton Von Kluge and Tremor Bear, and closing us out will be Dan Ekberg. So still a good bit here to go. So I appreciate you sticking with me here as we check out these awesome tracks. So here we go. Let's go to Phantom Agents. Track sends us this one called Family. And we will see what the situation is with this song. So this one's again, it's called Family, and he says some trip hop electronic, as not a lot of hip hop by white dudes lately. All right, so let me get this into the YouTube machine, and we will take a listen to this one. And, we got video unavailable. Video has been removed by the uploader. Okay. So I guess we're not going to hear that one. So there is another Phantom Agents track. So maybe I'll check that one out. Maybe that is that one re-uploaded or something. No, it's a totally different song. This one's called Dance to That. And he says, just the funky one, but it wouldn't be a real week without submitting a song to you rock. So let's, since this was submitted more recently, we'll try this one out and see if we can get this to work. Yes. So we have this one. So we're gonna play this one instead. So this is Dance to That by Phantom Agents here on You Rock.
I'm the soul and I dance for free. I see that girl shuffle, come, and the soul and I want to crumb. And the soul to the breakdance. After the soul I wanna start romance. Cause I am the soul to your hips. And I watch the word come from your lips. Dance, and I hold my hips. Dance, come from your lips. Dance, and I hold my hips. Dance, come from your lips. I can dance to that on the miracle. I can dance like a emo miracle. I'm a soul, I pump up the lyrical. I can dance to that, wanna dance to that. Pump, pump, dance, pump, pump. I'm a soul, I like the thump. Cause I wanna dance, I wanna crump. Boom, 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 and I make it wrong. To that, you and me, we dance. We know we're gonna be, I know, just you and me. I wanna be free. I wanna dance to that. I wanna dance to that. I wanna dance to that. There's nothing to confuse. I know it's just you. I wanna dance to that. But when you come near me, it's clean. Huh. I can dance to that.
So that was Phantom Agents with Dance to That. And I could dance to that. I think a lot of you could too, because it's very dance-worthy, that's for sure. Man, it's got a great beat to it. Very cool lyrics. Nice delivery. And just the kind of quality that you've come to expect and I've come to expect from Clint and Phantom Agents. So, very, very cool. Soul Train, absolutely. Yeah. And 80s pure, that's worth the cost of a time machine. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's just a solid dance track all around. Got some cool sounds going on in there, and I'm certainly a fan of it. By the way, if you wanna, just gonna remind you, if you wanna have your song played in a future show, probably next week, bit.ly/urocksubmit, and we'll get your track on the show. Like our next artist, and we've been really enjoying some tracks from No Arrow, some really raw kind of punk metal rock kind of thing going on. So let's check this one out from No Arrow. Of course, we heard part 1 of this song a while back, and so now we're gonna check out part 2. This is Genocide Revealing part 2, and so I gotta read. So this is what they say. Maybe one of these days I'll tell you the story about the band. Being in it sucked, but playing the songs were kind of fun, I guess. I liked all our bass players, if that explains anything. If it was a 3-piece band and we went through a lot of bass players but only had one drummer, you see, if that explains anything. His name was Joe. He had a snaggletooth, if that explains anything. And was the only one who managed to score, if that explains anything. What else? He was a fan of that Aflac commercials, the one where Gilbert Godfrey voiced the duck. If that explains anything. Arg, fuck. Long story short, he claimed that he was the co-owner of our songs because he, quote, wrote the drum beats and figured he could just change my song titles and rename my shit and release it himself, even when I wasn't living in town. Fucking glorified metronome. If that explains anything. Anyways, enjoy. So wow, that's a mouthful. So I guess that explains some things. So we'll take a listen to this and see if listening to it explains anything further. So this is No Arrow with Genocide Revealing Part 2. I don't know, because he keeps saying it sounds like Affleck every time he hits the snare. It sounds like Quack. I don't know, but what I do know is that it sounded great, sounded fantastic. Really, it's just a great sound. Reminds me of some like a Nirvana B-side or something. Whatever they were doing back then with this band was very tight. As some folks in the chat have said. We'll see Lillypillies. Take care. But yeah. I don't know what that's about. See, they have all these inside jokes. Gortium and Wayek that were in this band. They got all these inside jokes. I don't know what all of them mean, but anyway, what I do know is that Nirvana, definitely, absolutely Nirvana, like something off of like Incesticide. I think it's it's not quite as polished as something like In Utero, but it's kind of like the more raw stuff that they did, the demos and B-sides and stuff. It's definitely got that kind of sound. I love the set, like the noises and stuff at the end of the track, because I always love stuff that ends with just noise and chaos. So I really appreciate it. You're digging the yeah, I do. I dig them. I don't understand them, but I dig them. Off Bleach, maybe. Yeah, I could see that too. But anyway, super cool stuff. And fuck. Yeah, that duck is really fucking annoying. Do they still do that? I think they still do. I don't know. I'm willing to bet they got some kind of Super Bowl commercial planned or something. How about this Super Bowl halftime show? It's going to be amazing. Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, Kendrick Lamar, Mary J. Blige. Like, first of all, with Eminem, Snoop Dogg, and Dr. Dre. Like, I don't know how they're gonna get. Every other word's gonna be bleeped out. It's gonna be amazing. I hope they do some like gin and juice and all that stuff. Nothing but G thing. It's gonna be cool. I've never looked forward to a Super Bowl halftime show more than this one. Just because it's going to be insane. Anyway. Do you get a copyright or insurance claim for that duck? I don't know. We'll find out, though. All right, we still got a few more tracks left. We got one from Gregory O. Sullivan called Come Said the Boy, and it's a cover. I'm not sure what it is a cover of, but we'll find out, because I'm sure it's here in the information that they sent. Let's see. Let's see what Gregory said about this track. Okay, here we go. Come Said the Boy by Mondo Rock. Okay. It's made with Cubasis, iPad Pro, Synthesizer V, Solaria voice bank. Very interesting. So I, of course, not familiar with this track, but we're going to give it a listen anyway. And we'll see. So here we go. This is Gregory O. Sullivan with Come Said the Boy Mondo Rock cover here on You Rock.
It was a party night. Just take my hand. I'll let you see what you wanna see. Come on, be a man for me. Down on the sand. Let's do what we wanna do. Let me be a man for you. She said, come with me, boy. Just take my hand. I'll let you see what you wanna see. Come on, be my man.
Gregory O'Sullivan, Come, Said the Boy, Mondo Rock cover. Again, not familiar with the original song, but that was really cool. The visuals were very cool that went along with it. I dug that for sure. And yeah, I don't know who was singing on that, but the voice was amazing, really great. So I dug that one for sure. And even without knowing the original song, I'm sure you did a fantastic job with covering it. Might have even made it better. Who knows? I don't know the original song, like I said, but man, some cool synth sounds and stuff in there. Got the drums. Everything kind of was well mixed and presented really nicely. So, there's Gregory O'Sullivan. It's Vithim Jr. So I think we may have had some Vithim Jr. with the Russ 8889 track earlier, and got some more with that. That's a really cool program. I have it on my iPad, and I also have it on the Mac, and I need to use it more. I used it for I think I used it for ET Phone Home. I think it was the only thing I've used that for. I'm gonna have to play around with it because it seems like they've made some pretty cool improvements to it since the last time I used it. But if you're looking for something to make visuals to go along with your music, that's a great option. And yeah, so thank you very much for that track, Gregory O'Sullivan. Fantastic job on it, and very cool. All right, we got 4 more tracks left to go tonight. Once again, thank you for sticking around. We got one from Colin Stanton. It was here earlier. And this one's called It's All For You. So let's see what this one's all about. Let's see here. What does Colin have to say in regards to this track? I don't think that's the right one. Maybe it is. Actually, I think it is. There we go. This song is intended for an audience of 1 times infinite. It just truly rolled off the tongue and fingertips, and this is that recording. I share it as it was born into existence, fell into the endless digital streams of my machine. Hope you can enjoy. By the way, you rock, and best wishes, Thomas. Thank you very much for calling. Well, with that description, that's a heck of a description. I love sometimes the creativity of these descriptions, and certainly it makes you want to hear and see what the track is about. So this is "It's All for You" by Colin Stanton.
Ain't gonna lie to you, gonna tell the truth. Ain't gonna lie to you, it's all for you. Been on this road so long, writing my lonely song. Ain't gonna lie to you, ain't starting new. Been on this road so long, singing my lonely songs. May not be what you wanna hear, but it's what I have to share with you. With you. Ain't gonna lie to you, gonna tell the truth. Been on this road so long, singing my lonely song. May not be what you wanna hear, but it's what I have to share. I ain't gonna lie to you, it's all for you. May not be what you want to hear, but it's what I have to share with you. With you. This road so long, singing my lonely song. I ain't gonna lie to you, it's all for you. be what you want to hear, but it's what I have to share with you. Ain't gonna lie to you, gonna tell the truth. Been on my road so long, singing my lonely song.
It was Colin Stanton with It's All For You. And so this is what I was getting out of this song. I was getting, it almost sounded to me like Pink Floyd meets Johnny Cash. That's what I heard. Because I definitely got like a Johnny Cash vibe off of that one, especially in the vocals. It was very, ain't gonna lie to you. It was very, I can't do it I don't have that deep of a voice, but it definitely had a Johnny Cash sort of feel to it, but also a little bit of that Pink Floyd sound that Colin Stanton tends to gravitate towards. So it's a little bit of an interesting mix of influences there, I think. Very cool. And yeah, I did notice the Swedish chef in there. Borka, 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 bork. You gotta love the Swedish chef, man. Even though I've heard that the Swedish chef, the accent is more Norwegian than Swedish, but that's just what I've heard. I don't know. Anyway, very cool video, cool song, and really appreciate it. Thank you very much, Colin Stanton. All right, so Clayton has been around here all night, and we do have a song from Clayton Von Kluge, if you can believe it. I was excited to see this one come up through the queue. So he sends us this song called 1,000 Lifetimes, and let's see what Clayton has created for us here. So Clayton says this song is actually put together out of two different songs. One was an ambient psychedelic type atmospheric vibe, and the middle was an experiment with electronic instruments, virtual and actual synthesizer, a Nova Mini synth. I'm a long-time playing musician who recently got into recording. Although I have recorded some tracks on occasion, I would have to say my music is much more than a hobby, more like a passion, which I intend to further on a more serious level, buying what I can afford as I go. Song is recorded in GarageBand, the synth sounds there, but also sampled sounds, and recorded actual keys and synths. So we'll actually, he's giving us options as far as how much we'll listen to. Well, maybe... We'll see how long this is. Probably play the whole thing. Give it a proper spin here. Sounds very cool, like lots of synth sounds. So that's always a good thing. All right, so this is 1,000 Lifetimes by Clayton Von Kluge. Clayton Von Kluge, 1,000 lifetimes. Man, I'm really impressed by that. That was really cool. You could definitely hear there were some real synths in there and stuff, and I like that. It has an industrial vibe to it that of course I always appreciate. That's some heavy bass in there. I like that. Some gnarly sounds, some gritty sounds, but then also some quieter parts, good dynamics in the track, I think, and I really like the drums too. The drum programming was really good. Any constructive criticism? Probably the only thing I would say is that there may be some parts where it could have been more quantized to fit with the beat, but it wasn't too bad. Like it was it kind of you can go overboard with that too, and you can get to the point where it just sounds like very robotic and stuff. This sounded like it had a little bit of a human touch to it, so I did like that. I thought that was really cool. Definitely different from anything that I've heard from you before. So hope you do some more of that kind of thing. I think that's a good. Of course, I'm obviously biased, but I think that's a good path to go down and explore a little bit further. And the video went really well with the music too. So that also was a positive as well. Yeah, a little bit off with timing in a few spots, but not too bad. Not too bad. And again, you run the risk where you could go overboard with that and quantize things too much, which they do with music all the time nowadays. And then it just sucks the life out of it. So So I kind of like that organicness of it, and you could tell where there's some real synths and real sounds that have been recorded in, and not just programmed into a grid. You know what I mean? Yeah, it is a fine line, absolutely. It totally is. But I think you walked the line. You walked the line. We've got another Johnny Cash reference before the night's out here. All right, so thank you very much for that, Clayton Von Clues. Keep up the great work. Really cool. All right, we're going to go to this track from Tremor Bear. Tremor Bear, we got a bear in the house. And this one's called Rev It Up. And I was really excited to hear about this one because of what Tremor Bear wrote. I have to read this. I'm gonna read it anyway, but some interesting circumstances around this track. So the song's called Rev It Up, and this is what he says. I entered this song in a contest. Get ready for this. I won $1,000. The song was never really used, but I did use the $1,000. I'd like to know where there's a contest where winning $1,000 is on the table, because that would be amazing. I want to enter a contest where I can win $1,000. So if they run this contest again, please let me know, because I'll definitely submit something. Someone told me that the vocals sound like Isaac Hayes. I dropped tune my voice. Thank you, Thomas. Recorded in GarageBand. Well, I am definitely excited to hear this $1,000 track. Man, that's so cool. Congratulations. And man, that's super awesome. Because usually these things, if you're one of like a zillion people that enter, you have almost zero chance of winning. So maybe this has got a little bit better odds, or maybe it's just that this track is fantastic. And I wouldn't be surprised. So let's check this out. This is a $1,000 track from Tremor Bear. Rev It Up. Pedal to the metal. Let's rev it up. That is Rev It Up by Tremor Bear. Tremor Bear revved it up for this track. That's for sure. Revved it up to the tune of $1,000. No, that was some fantastic stuff, Bear. Grand opening for an automotive training center. Wow. Very cool. So I guess you had to make a car-themed song. So maybe this was for like their first commercial or something. Yeah, he's got the touch, especially when it comes to that funk sound. Yeah, that's killer stuff. I could see why they liked it. I guess they didn't use it for the commercial, but you still won something. So it had to. You did something right. Yeah, that's super cool. Man, see, that's why it pays to literally enter these kinds of things when they come around, because you may think, hey, it's just a track about a car or whatever, but you know, Tremor Bear took the initiative and was well rewarded for doing so. And so that's why you gotta take advantage of these opportunities. You know, whenever they come around, they don't come around often enough. That's for sure. But great job on that. Fantastic. If it were me, I would have put that in the commercial or whatever. But I wasn't the one making the decisions there. But yeah, that was pretty awesome. And really cool story with it too. It was a silly song that I rearranged. Well, and you did a great job on it. Fantastic. All right, so that's Gregory says I've made a grand total of $2 so far. See, Tremor Bear is so far ahead of all of us. Wow. So that's why you got to take advantage of the opportunities that are afforded whenever they're. You said it was for a college. I thought it was for an automotive thing. Anyway, you know, whatever the case may be. Yeah, definitely worthwhile to take advantage of opportunities that come around, because you see what can happen. Very cool. All right, so that was our as Pete Johns likes to say, penultimate track. Now we have our ultimate track, and that's going to be use the money to get a new MacBook Pro. See, look at that. Turn your music, and that means more music, because you got a MacBook Pro now. Very cool. So we got our final track of the night. Comes to us from Dan Ekberg. And this is his track Peepa Pop. I think this is an older song of his, because I'm pretty sure I've heard this on YML and things before. But yeah, it's very very cool. So we'll give it a listen. So this is what Dan has to say about the track Peepa Pop. I just like saying that. Peepa Pop. Crazy to think that this short instrumental track is my most successful song. See, that's what happens, you know. You never know what song is gonna catch, and it's usually the one that you least think will do it. Peepa Pop has probably highest combined stream count. Most of it can be traced back to the fact that the song got reviewed by Indie Shuffle. The video is a compilation of some cool 80s and 90s Japanimation. All right, very cool. We're gonna give this the old spin to close us out here tonight. Let's check out this one. All right, get this in here. Get in there, video. All right, Peepa Pop by Dan Ekberg. There you go. That was Peepa Pop by. I just like saying I just like saying Peepa Pop, but that was Peepa Pop by Dan Ekberg. And so Tremor Bear says Peepa in Spanish means pipe, but see, I think it's there's those Oriental instruments that are on in GarageBand, and if I remember right, I think he made this song shortly after that pack was released. Maybe trying to remember. It's been a while, but so the pipa is one of the instruments in the international instruments that GarageBand at least on iOS has. It's probably on the other, probably in Logic and stuff too. I would imagine, but they have those really interesting foreign instruments, and I don't remember exactly where that one comes from, but it's definitely in GarageBand, so it's probably just experimenting with those different instruments, and that's something that you can always do. And what's great about software like GarageBand is it lets you play around with these instruments that you ordinarily wouldn't get your hands on, and as you can see here, you can make a great track with it. The pipa is, I was thinking it was Japanese. That was my thought as well. And Clayton says, very nice touch with the pipa and the way he slammed it with the drum track behind it. I guess Clayton, Filipino, maybe? I don't know. I don't know where the pipa comes from, but what I do know, so Clayton, I think it's Japanese. I agree. I think it is too, because it's kind of like that's sort of the what all those instruments are, I believe, like the erhu and things like that. But you can play around with these cool Oriental instruments in GarageBand, and they may not be instruments that you ordinarily would use, but you can use them and you may come up with something cool. And I know like that those drums and stuff are very cool. The Chinese drums that they have, and very cool stuff. All right, so that's gonna do it for episode 21. Can you believe we've done 21 episodes of You Rock? And it's hard to believe, but here we are. Don't forget that Jade has her Wart series tomorrow. That's 4 p.m. Eastern. Then Ron Ward has his indie homegrown indie live show. That's on at 8 p.m. Eastern. And then on Friday, Pete Johns will be back with I think Pete Johns is doing something tomorrow night too, with his new song he's working on. But he'll be back on Friday with YML at 3 p.m. Eastern time, and then right after that at 5:30 p.m. Eastern time, I'll be back on here doing some Thomas Christ live. We'll see what I do. I'm not quite sure what the plan is yet, but between now and then, I will figure it out, and I'm sure it'll be something cool for sure. So I thank you all so much for watching the show. Really appreciate you being here, and just a lot of love to all of you and everybody who submitted a track. And don't forget that you can submit a song for the next show. Do it right here, bit.ly/urocksubmit. Those links are in the description. With that, I bid you adieu, and thank you all once again for being here. And as I always say, remember to keep rockin'. So I'll see you next time. Take care, everybody, and have a great night. Bye-bye.